That's why you got to get
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this press conference as we get set for ShoBox, the new generation. It will be this Friday night, and it will be held at the Hirsch Memorial Coliseum here in Shreveport, Louisiana. This great event is all being brought to you by Arthur Palullo's Banner Promotions, Thompson Boxing, Bishop Promotions, and Showtime. Well, a few reminders. The doors will open at 6 p.m. Our first fight will begin at 6:30 p.m. and then at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. local time, we will be going live on the Showtime Network with the series ShoBox, The New Generation. Well, we would also at this time like to introduce to you our panel joining us. We have with us a gentleman who will be fighting on the non-televised undercard portion. He will be competing in an 8-round contest for the ABO Super Welterweight Championship. He will be challenging Jamilco Wade, who is the champion. Let's welcome from Shreveport, Louisiana, Blake Trouble Franklin. Our opening contest on the televised portion will be scheduled for 8 rounds in the lightweight division, and we'd like to welcome a native of Uganda, now making his home in Maryland, 13 wins, 2 defeats, 4 wins by knockout. Let's welcome Suleiman Segawa. And he will be taking on, not with us at this moment, from Armenia, 9 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw with 6 wins by knockout, Zora Hamazarian. That will be his opponent in the opening televised bout. In our co-main event, it is scheduled for 10 rounds in the welterweight division, and joining us from Argentina, he brings a record consisting of 18 wins, just 1 defeat, 2 draws, 9 wins by knockout. Let's welcome Luis Alberto Lucho Veron. And he will be taking on a gentleman undefeated. He had a stellar amateur career. He was a 2011 amateur world champion. He also was a 2012 Olympic bronze medalist for his country of the Ukraine, undefeated with 17 wins, 10 by knockout. Let's welcome Taras Real Deal Shelestchuk. And we have an outstanding main event. It is 10 rounds for the WBO International Featherweight Championship. Not with us at this time is a gentleman from Miami, Florida. His name is Alexei Collado, and he will be challenging a gentleman here with us, undefeated with 17 wins, 5 by knockout from Salinas, California. Let's welcome Ruben RV4 Villa. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would first like to welcome to the podium. He is the head of public relations and a great guy. Let's welcome Mark Abrams.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank everyone for being here today. In lieu of Art Palullo, who's on his way here, Banner Promotions, and Ken Thompson of Thompson Boxing. We have a tremendous card. I just want to give a few thank yous first. I want to thank Showtime, Stephen Espinosa, and Gordon Hall for this bout, this show on Friday night, as well as Amber Bishop, Bishop Promotions, and everyone involved with the show for Friday night. I mean, this is just, it's an outstanding show. I know a lot of the fans in the Shreveport area. There's a lot of great fighters, and I know of Blake, and I know Blake is going to put on a great show before the TV cameras go on, and I know he's going to thrill his many fans before the ShoBox card starts at I guess 9 p.m. local time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Just a brief of the show, the opening bout, Zora Hamazari, who's become a little bit of a ShoBox darling. He's fought twice on ShoBox, and the first fight he fought Thomas Matisse in a fight where he was what they were calling one of the worst decisions the last 25, 30 years, where he clearly won the fight, and they gave the fight to Matisse. The second fight, they fought another terrific close fight, which was a draw. Now Zora's back on ShoBox. He's looking to get to the next level, and he's facing a guy in Suleiman Sagawa, who we know how hungry he is, because over the weekend, the original opponent, Jerry Perez, fell ill, and we were looking around for opponents, and we called Sagawa, Monday, was it? Monday, and he didn't hesitate. He took the fight in like literally 5 seconds. So you know he's very confident. He's very hungry for a big outing to put his name on the map on Friday night. Also, the co-feature, we have Taras Shelistuk against Luis Alberto Verón. Taras, he's got all the ability in the world, and on Friday night he's going to show the world just that. You know, he believes he's a fight or two away from a major opportunity, and he knows that Friday night, he knows that he has to just bring it on Friday night, and he's going to do it. Verón, who's coming from Argentina, he's coming here, to make his name as well, and to fight a guy like Taras, who has a tremendous amateur pedigree, undefeated 17-0. He knows what a win would do for him, for his career. And then the main event, it's a terrific fight. Ruben Villa, who we signed, I don't know, 4 years ago now? 4 years ago. He's been amazing. He's now ranked number 5 in the world by the WBO. He's 1 or 2 fights away from fight for a world championship. And Friday night, he's going to solidify. He wants to solidify that with a big performance against a guy in Collado, who's got a big knockout record, 23 knockouts and 26 victories. And to have a guy like Villa on his record, knows that a win on Friday night for Collado, knows that he's gonna fight for a world title in a fight or two. So all these fights have tremendous meaning and importance. So expect a great night, a great fight, great night from top to bottom, and we look forward to seeing everyone Friday night just down the road at the Hirsch Coliseum. Thank you.
And at this time, we would like to welcome from the Shreveport Bossier Sports Commission, Mr. Kelly Wells.
I just want to welcome everybody here, as we say in Louisiana, laissez bon temps rouler, let the good times roll. And so I think this is a perfect time of the year. We're glad that each of y'all are here. We're glad that some of y'all are back from last January. Seems like only a year ago, because it was. I know that the crowds are getting excited locally, and just on behalf of the 2 cities of Shreveport and Bossier City, Caddo and Bossier parishes, I also like to thank the Horseshoe Casino Resort for housing and feeding everybody this week. The family over at the Hirsch Coliseum and George's Pond, Scott Musket and those guys for just providing a great venue, and the Cattle Parish Commission as well for their sponsorship. Look forward to it as always, Amber and John. We appreciate the Bishop Promotions and the relationships that you have established with these promoters across the country for bringing world-class boxing to our area. So good luck Friday night, guys, and we welcome to Shreveport, Bossier City, Louisiana.
Well, we'd like to now give the fighters an opportunity to come up and say a few words. And first, we will welcome local favorite, Blake Trouble Franklin.
Well, thanks everybody for coming out and supporting us. Without support like this, events, I don't care where they are, don't happen. So thank y'all for coming. Friday night we're going to put on a show. I've worked harder than I ever have in my life for this. This is a great opportunity for me to have at this point in my career. I don't take it for granted. Thank everybody for coming out here. I want to thank Bishop Promotions and the Shreveport Bossier Sports Commission, the Hirsch, the Horseshoe, Thompson Boxing, everyone that's helped put this event on, everybody that's gotten behind us. I appreciate it. If anybody doubted or said the sport was dead, just open your eyes and look. Thank you all. We're going to put on a show Friday night, and look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
And as I mentioned earlier, our first televised bout, 8 rounds in the lightweight division. And we will now allow to say a few words. One of those fighters, he's a native of Uganda, now fighting out of Maryland, Suleiman Sagawa.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are glad to see you right here. On Friday, expect a good fight from me. I'm ready, I'm hungry. I'm gonna thank Thompson Boxing, Banning Promotion. You know, we're proud to be here. Thank you. We're gonna put on a good show. Thanks.
And his opponent will be here later. That's Zora Hamazarian. Next to the microphone, competing in the second televised bout on Friday night in a 10-round welterweight bout from Argentina. Let's welcome Luis Alberto Lucho Verón.
Bueno, quiero agradecer la presencia de todos acá, la oportunidad por pelear con un verdadero boxeador. Y van a haber batallas este viernes van a haber una buena pelea y espero que no se lo pierdan. Agradezco a Banner Promotion, a Mario Margosian y a Thompson Promotion. Muchas gracias.
I want to thank everybody for being here. It's going to be a great fight, a great battle. I'm fighting a very talented boxer, a very tough fighter, but I know I can win. I want to thank Banner Promotions, my manager Mario Margosian, and Thompson Promotions for bringing me here. And don't miss it. It's going to be a great show.
And his opponent from the Ukraine, as we mentioned, he was an Olympic bronze medalist in 2012, undefeated now with 17 wins. I'll now hand the microphone over to Taras Real Deal Shelestyuk.
Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here and it will be a good show. Thank you Banner Promotion, Thompson Promotion, Bishop Promotion for having us here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and my opponent from Argentina. I know a lot of guys from Argentina, they're tough fighters, and it will be really good fight with two different styles. And come to Arena and watch good fights on Friday night. Thank you so much for your support.
And as we mentioned earlier, our main event, 10 rounds for the WBO International Featherweight Championship. Alexei Collado not here with us at this time, but to say a few words, his opponent, undefeated with 17 wins, 5 by knockout from Salinas, California. Here is Ruben RV4 Villa.
How's it going on, everybody? I'm excited to be back here in Shreveport. I fought here last year, and all I can remember is, the crowd being really into it, and gave a good fight, and I plan on delivering another good fight. Give you guys a great show. So thank you again, and appreciate the support.
And at this time, we certainly welcome any questions any of the media has, or anyone in attendance for any of the fighters. Any questions?
We break down for some one-on-ones, is that okay? Absolutely.
Yeah, fighters will be available for one-on-ones. And if there are no other questions, I will close things out by saying we are going to have a great night of boxing this Friday here in Shreveport, Louisiana at the Hirsch Memorial Coliseum. It will be ShoBox, the new generation, televised live on the Showtime Network at 9 p.m. local time. That's 10 p.m. Eastern. It's all brought to you by Arthur Palullo's Banner Promotions, Thompson Boxing, Bishop Promotions, and Showtime. We look forward to seeing you all this Friday night. My name is Thomas Triber. I'll be the ring announcer. Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Tom, can I get everyone lined up in the back, like in a V?